Look, you know that Marvel logo that opens up at the beginning of movies?
Yeah.
It's Toby in the Iron Spider suit.
Leftovers, 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 leftovers.
Cool. Welcome back, Leftovers Podcast, and it's the countdown to episode 100 coming up to you, and we've promised you cuckoldry, and we are bringing you cuckoldry.
That is what we have offered, and that is what we will give you. If you don't like it, get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
Yeah, that's what my grandpa always used to say.
No, he didn't.
No.
He said, quédate en la cocina. That's what he said.
And then he'd say like a mean word.
Yeah. We're not allowed to say those words, apparently.
And then he hit our dads. Well, no, my dad, not your dad.
I was gonna say, my dad's not your
that
son.
would make no sense at all.
That'd be funny if my dad just reveals that. I'm like, Dad, you were like 30 when you met him. What the fuck happened?
He's like, he still hit me though.
He still hit me. You need to set up the hierarchy.
Yeah. He had to establish, he's like, I'm still the man of the house. I'm so manly, I'm the man of your house.
Yeah, it's for real, dude. Anyways, so two things today. We're going to talk about two things. One,
Okay.
I have a gripe. And two, we're going to talk about Spider-Man.
Of course.
But first, we're going to start with my gripe today.
What's your gripe, dude?
So the other day, I went to Guitar Center, and I was like looking, because like for a long time, I've always wanted to buy a pedal for my electric guitar. And pedals basically are like sound effects that make your guitar make weird noises.
But you have that on your car already. With a pedal.
Fuck you. And I was trying to buy one. I spent like a good half hour. And if everyone knows what Guitar Center's like. You go in there, everyone says hi, and then you start looking around like a dumbass, and then you're like, man, that guitar's cool. And no one fucking helps you. You have to chase down a fucking worker forever.
And then one of the employees is like really, really obsessed with the other one, and it's just like awkward because all she does is stare at them like all day long.
Dude, I don't know if you were there, but like, yeah. Yeah.
I'm referencing a movie.
Oh, my bad. But then like, okay, so I finally dude, I swear to God, I did 4 circles around the store looking at the pedal section, just looking at it, and then everyone just passing me by, and I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm a fucking idiot. And then these other kids come in, and they're all like playing the guitars off the wall, and they just plug in by themselves, and I'm like, oh, we can just do that?
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
That's what I heard. I think like you just have like free range to kind of do whatever you want there. They don't really mind.
Yeah, they don't care at all, because then like eventually someone finally said like, hey, you want anything? Because I was at the front basically, and I was like, yeah, I want a pedal, you know. And I was like, I'm thinking about that one, but you know what? Can I see that one? Because I found a used cabinet. Okay. They set up a guitar for me and everything, and I started playing it, and it was real cool. It sounded really nice. I'm excited. I don't have it because when I went up there, I had to unplug everything, unplug all the wires, all that stuff. And I'm like, you know what? That's fair. They set me up, all that good stuff. This is the least I can do.
Yeah.
I bring it back to the front, and I start paying for everything. And then she goes, oh. And I'm like, what do you mean, oh? Then my car declined?
She's like, you're giving brown.
Oh. And then like I was like, fuck, my card declined or something. Like it's something embarrassing, you know? Yeah. Like I spent an hour basically in this Guitar Center, and I can't afford what I want.
You know what's the scariest thing about that? Sometimes it's like there have been times when my card has declined, and it's like, it's not because I don't have funds, but it's because my bank is just like, I don't know if this is the right guy who's making this purchase, but it's like, it is me.
I know.
But there have been so many times when like I'm like, say I'm like traveling or something, they don't send me a single text being like, hey, is this you?
Never. I don't know what it is about that. They never text me when I'm out of town. I've literally just randomly been in Wisconsin paying for like a big expensive thing of lunch or something, and they don't care.
There was one time when I went on like a road trip with our cousin, and it was a 14-hour road trip. So I was making stops constantly. So it was just basically a transaction in like 8 different states along the way. And it's like, there wasn't a moment where they're like, this seems a little odd.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And it pissed me off too, because
the second I'm in like a CVS that's like right by my house, it's like, oh, that Gatorade that you want, it's a little suspicious.
You don't eat healthy.
Gatorade's not healthy, dude.
That's true. Anyways, but yeah, the lady was like, oh, and I was like, what do you mean, oh? And I was like really worried about that. And then she goes, I can't sell this to you right now. And I was like, what do you mean right now? Like, it sounds real sus. It turns out that because it's used, they had bought it from a customer, but then they have to hold it for 7 days for like in case of stolen property.
What?
Now, yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
It's like in case he comes back and he wants it still.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, are you guys a pawn shop? What the fuck? And then I'm like, oh. And she's like, I can ring you up anyways. And she starts ringing me up, and she's like, okay. And then I pay for everything that I was buying. And then she goes, and she just takes the pedal back. And I'm like, So now what? And she
Yeah.
goes, oh, you can come back and pick it up. And I'm like, when?
Yeah.
You know? And she's all like, next Friday, you know? And I'm like, oh, so the guy sold it today and you just happen to notice right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn it, dude.
That's annoying.
You know what the worst part was? I'm such a bad customer. I'm like, I'm an easy target because I went up to the guy and I was, the first person was a guy. And I went up to him and I was like, yeah, like, I was thinking about buying that pedal over there. And it was like 4 times the price of this pedal. And he's all like, yeah, it's a good one. I'm like, yeah, but let me try this one out real quick. And he looks at it, he's like, damn, this is a pretty good pedal. Like, yeah, it's got all these things, all these sound. I'm like, yeah. And he goes,
He's like, yeah, that's why I want it,
yeah.
sir.
I was thinking, like, yeah, that's why I want it.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I'm like, but then I told the lady too at the front, I was like, man, that stinks that I can't pick it up because like I was thinking about getting that pedal over there. Sometimes you just need someone to push you over the edge to make that purchase.
Yeah.
The other pedal would have done the same job, probably better because it's a better brand.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't even try to sell me. She goes, yeah, you can pick it up Friday. And I'm like, okay.
It kind of almost sounds like they didn't know that they had it. And then when they saw that you had it, they're like, wait, this one's kind of cool. Maybe I want this for myself.
So I kind of got that vibe.
Yeah.
I kind of got that vibe because then today I called them and I was like, you know what? I'm going to call them and act like I don't remember when I'm supposed to pick it up, you know?
Yeah.
Because I didn't get an email. I don't have anything. All I have is a receipt that I don't even know where the fuck the receipt is. Fuck!
Really? It wasn't like an email thing?
God, no.
Oh, you're cooked, brother. Oh. They took your money and ran with the thing that you bought.
I just realized this. I don't know where the receipt is for that. Fuck!
You done goofed, my dude.
I'm gonna go back. I called them today and I was like, "Can I pick it up today?" Because I don't know when I'm picking it up. And they're like, "Oh no, you can pick that up tomorrow." They knew exactly what I was calling about, and I was like,
they're gonna hit you with the hey, you already picked it up though.
"You know what's scary? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get it with my phone number."
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But
wait, did you enter your information and stuff?
I have an account there, yeah. I didn't think about that. Like, what if they? Because I did get that vibe.
Yeah, dude.
Especially when they plugged it in and they powered it on. It was a red pedal, but then it lights up green with like green little LEDs around it. I was
that's
like,
kind of cool.
It's really sick.
Wait, so it's a pedal for a guitar?
Yeah, it has a lot of reverb in it. And it kind of gives you like, it has like 11 different modes, which is unheard of on many expensive pedals. So this one is really cool. But the cool thing is you can go anywhere from like a lo-fi sound all the way to like an orchestra sound. Like orchestra in the sense like you're in the room with an orchestra.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. But it's so cool. And I'm like, I've been edging for like a whole week basically just playing the guitar. And I'm like, this would sound real cool in lo-fi. This would sound real cool, and, you know.
And you're not even going to get it. That's the worst part about this story. You're not gonna get it. How much did you pay?
$25 for the pedal alone.
Well, that still sucks because it's like you don't ever want to just spend money on something that you don't get.
No, exactly.
Never.
Especially because I'm gonna go back in there and be like, God damn it. Well, let me get the more expensive one.
Yeah, and then it's like, hey, we got you, bitch.
I'm such a retail like therapy kind of person.
I really thought you were gonna say something else.
I know what you think I'm gonna say. I'll never admit that.
I was gonna be like, yo, bro, you can't say that on the pod.
You can't say it, but I'm brave.
Oh yeah, because you are one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's your word. Sorry.
Oh, my bad, bro. I won't say with the hard R next time. Well, speaking of things we won't get, it sounds like Peter Parker will never get Zendaya's love again.
Nope, he will not, because we are going into spoiler territory with this Spider-Man review-ish type of thing.
We saw Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and let me tell you something. I've been very open about this. I'm not a huge Marvel nerd. I'm not a huge Marvel fan overall, but something about this Spider-Man movie fulfilled me.
Yeah.
2 reasons. One, we got to see a darker, edgier Spider-Man story. And I've always wanted that. And I love the fact that, you know, we already said it, spoiler alert, it wasn't a particularly happy ending.
No.
It was like, it was a feel-good ending at some point, but not a happy ending.
And that's what you want from Spider-Man. He's never happy.
He's never happy.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I love the fact that Spider-Man potentially fucked up the entire MCU for everyone else.
Yeah. At least for the mutants.
Yeah.
For the mutants specifically. Because he created the inhibitor chip.
Oh, dude,
and
that's
if
so
people
cool.
know anything about this inhibitor type of chip, it's the fact that this is what makes mutants basically lose all of their powers.
Yeah. If you guys didn't catch this in the movie, right? You saw that Spider-Man dropped his personal inhibitor chip.
Yeah.
Everyone thought that the one that Jean Grey had was the one that was like gonna fuck everything up. No, because she destroys it by taking it off and all that stuff. But he takes his off and it falls to the ground. It doesn't shatter, and it's shown that it doesn't shatter.
Yeah.
Right?
They did that on purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's I'm like 90% sure damage control. Wait, it's damage control, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking about the tag team from WWE.
Damage control. Yeah.
But I'm 90% sure damage control is going to take the tech and then use it against Spider-Man and the mutants somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know how damage control is going to run into Doomsday, but it's going to be there.
Don't think they'll be in Doomsday, but I definitely think that like right after Doomsday stuff, we are going to enter like this new era of the mutants. Because this has been something that has been teased for like a while, and it was honestly supposed to be happening already, but it's just the fact that like they never got the rights to like the Fox stuff.
Yep.
And then now that they finally did, they're like, okay, now we can finally actually put these two things together. Like we could have Spider-Man team up with the mutants, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Avengers. We have all of them now, all under one roof.
Everything. It's so sick. Here's the problem. I'm not a fan of the mutants.
You're not?
Not at all.
Maybe because of like how they've been portrayed in the movies, because the movies aren't necessarily the best that they've ever been shown.
No.
But like even in comic books, because I've never actually read an X-Men story.
Right.
They're so complicated.
Yep.
And a lot of the times they have to do with like just tackling like real life issues. And around the time that I got into comics, like the first time, I was really young. So I was like, I don't want to hear about issues. I want to see people fight.
Well, here's the thing though. In the Batman animated series, right? There's a part where an episode where Joker is like having to gather money together to pay the IRS. Here's the thing. Even as a kid, I thought that was the funniest fucking thing ever. Where there's a line where Joker literally says, he's all like, I'm crazy enough to go against Batman, but the IRS? Oh heck no, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I thought that was the funniest thing. So it's not that you can't do adult themes in like comic books and get like younger generations into it or younger people into it.
Yeah.
It's just how you do it. Like, the X-Men clearly are a more mature superhero, more mature universe than like most of Marvel, in my opinion. That's how it feels, anyways.
Yeah,
And
I
that's why
mean,
never
they
got into
definitely
it.
are like tackling like real social issues, because a lot of the times the mutants are kind of they're portrayed as almost being a representation for LGBTQ communities. And
Really?
plus. Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
kind of
know
always
that.
been like their thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so like, well, it's basically like.
Damn, now I'm gonna sound homophobic for not liking the X-Men. Damn it.
Yeah, yeah, you will, dude. And that like
Now
same.
I love them.
And same because I've never read them really.
Yeah.
I've only read them in what's it called, in like the Ultimate Universe.
Oh,
but-
yeah.
Yeah, but like the very first one, like from the 2000s.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, you're old.
you're old. I read them like last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, did you catch this, by the way, in Brand New Day? Remember when Spider-Man walks into Damage Control building, he gets like all processed and they're like, hey, we're going to blast you, gang, you know?
Yeah.
And they're all like, hey, he's cool. Did you notice that they basically did a whole profile on him, and that's how they ended up making the weapons that were going to inhibit him, basically, his webs and stuff like that? Did
You
guys-
sent me that reel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, "That's pretty freaking
Yeah.
cool." I missed that.
Same.
I thought they took web or something, but I like that better.
I thought it was just like I didn't even like see them actually scan, because I think I was so like focused on the fact that I'm like, there's some shady things happening.
Yeah.
like it definitely doesn't just feel like he's walking into like a random building, and like the like I don't even know, like with the stuff with the hand, I was very like, there's some like MK Ultra stuff happening right now.
Yeah, I got
'cause
that.
I don't see a world where they're ever gonna get like governed almost.
No,
So I'm just like, they had to have done some type of like MK Ultra thing to get this group of assassins to work under their hand.
that's kind of the vibe I got, and,
Yeah.
and the fact that we never saw anything like that was interesting too. But for some reason, in my head, I keep thinking the inhibitor chip is gonna make slaves out of like the mutants and stuff like that, or it's gonna because it can mess with their DNA, inhibit their DNA and their powers. But I also feel like they're gonna end up using it to mind control.
Yeah.
Later on. But like it does bring up a little bit of an interesting theory of who's going to be the saviors in Secret Wars, because we now know that a magnetic field can basically make the inhibitor useless.
A magnetic field. What do you mean?
Remember in Spider-Man Brand New Day, the reason why that it wasn't working and it was overheating on Peter was that the goggles themselves were making their own little magnetic field.
Oh,
And
so
that-
they're already gonna set up something with Magneto, maybe.
That's exactly what I was thinking. The first thing I thought.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that part.
So it kind of gives you an idea of who will not be able to be affected by the inhibitor, and will have to basically pick up the pieces to save the universe.
That's interesting, and then maybe that's why because in the X-Men world, they have this island. I forget the name of it.
Epstein?
Savage Lands?
Oh.
No. It's the Savage Lands. And maybe they even create their own Savage Lands to get away from that tech because they can build a force field around them to keep themselves protected in a way.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I could see that
That'd be kind
happening.
of cool. Or I guess, yeah. I didn't think about that at all.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Wait, okay. What did you think about MJ in this movie?
I thought she was great.
Yeah, she did. I mean, not as an actress, but I mean, like, her role in the movie.
Oh, her role in the movie. Like, just being like... No, I think she did great still, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Why?
Dude, it was the most heartbreaking story seeing MJ go through everything where she kisses him and you
Yeah.
have a faint of hope. Which, I'm honestly, when MJ kissed Spider-Man
Yeah.
on the rooftop, I got kind of upset. Because I was like, oh... a kiss solved everything, and I'm like, as cute as that is, it's not enough for MCU for me. And I got kind of frustrated. And then when like it was revealed that it was Jean Grey, I was like, God damn,
That's brutal.
And then worst of all, for her to end up in the end of the movie as herself to say, I don't love you, I don't know you. I was like,
oh, that just teared at everybody,
dude. Your brother was crying next to me.
Actually,
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, he probably was. But I have seen some stuff online where there have been moments where this one guy said, he's like, when I saw No Way Home, I saw it with my girlfriend. And we broke up last year, so I saw Brand New Day without her, and I got all the feels. I'm like, no,
dude. There's so many memes going around about Spidey. Like after that scene, he just goes out, and and it's like animated. And they're like, "Oh, it's Spidey Man," and you just hear a gunshot. He's all like, "Can I just talk to you guys for a second? I just really want to talk." You know, all this stuff, and I'm just like, this is a part of me almost feels like that could have been a great moment to introduce a symbiote.
Maybe. Or like he's just like, guys, I'm no longer going to pull my punches. It just goes all out.
It would have led into Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man where we still don't know exactly what happened when he stopped pulling his punches.
And we never will know.
I just wish we get...
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to happen. There's even rumors that there might be a Spider-Man 4 for Toby. And I'm like, where's Andrew's justice, though? Where's Andrew's justice?
I think they'll give it to him. They set
really
that
hope
up.
so.
I think they set it up like there's something there, and everyone wants to know what does it mean that he stopped pulling his. We have an idea, but we don't. We want to see what happened.
The only way that I could see them doing something, I genuinely feel like it would be like an animated show.
Animated show or just a quick little flashback in one of the movies.
Yeah, or maybe he does accidentally kill a guy.
Accidentally? Not accidentally. He's going to do it on purpose.
But like not in the sense where it's like he intentionally wanted to kill somebody, but because he stopped pulling his punches, it was more of like an accident.
That's almost like saying like, oh, I didn't mean to kill that guy, but because I was so upset with my girlfriend, I drank on my before I got in the car today.
You're right. But that's how I'm going to still be like, no. Well, yes, it will be his fault. I'm not going to say that it's not his fault. But I'm going to be like, but like, think about his feelings when he did it.
Hey, by the way, did you ever feel like at the beginning of the movie when Peter is like just going through his apartment, all that stuff, and that girl pops up in the elevator, did you get a weird sense that she was kind of important? That girl in the elevator?
People are saying that she's going to be Gwen Stacy, but I just think that...
I thought that.
I think it was a nod to Tobey's Spider-Man when he was in the elevator with like some random guy.
You see, here's the thing. I don't know. It was a little too on the nose for me. It was a little too much like she lingered a little longer in a scene than most extras do. And then like the hair, the fit.
That's what they try to do though, because I remember in the trailer there was a scene where he gets thrown to a bus, and if you look inside, there's a girl with like grayish hair.
Yes.
And people are just like, oh my god, that's Rogue. But we didn't see anything from that happen.
And when I saw that scene, I was looking at it, I was like, oh, here it comes. And I was like, I'm supposed to see something here, and
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
just not like I was like in my head. I thought like I just don't know enough.
Yeah.
but no, everyone said the same thing. They're like, nah, nothing there.
Yeah, because I think if they were to cast Gwen Stacy, it would be somebody that people would recognize more.
Yeah, I kind of. A part of me kind of would have liked it. I mean, if it was again the romantic in me, Hallmark in me, would have actually not minded seeing a Gwen Stacy appear in the movie and Peter basically rejecting her the whole movie, and then at the end, basically having Gwen Stacy be the potential new love interest because MJ is like not there. Like it's like straight up, MJ just says, "I don't love you."
Yeah.
And in this universe, it's just all cut off. You know?
Yeah.
A part of me wouldn't have hated that.
I think it wouldn't work because he's already met Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and he basically said like Gwen was my MJ, so he would hear Gwen and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay away from you because the other one killed you, and I don't want to be responsible for your death potentially if that happens." Or he's just like, I'm not gonna go down that road, you know.
But I do think that it does suck for Tom Holland that for I don't know how many movies now he's had to be a cuck, basically watching Zendaya get it down with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. At some point, he does have to speak up.
He does.
He does have to speak up and say, like, "Hey guys, you
Yeah.
can just say they kiss.
Yeah,
you don't have to
You
show
don't have
it.
to show me and I have to watch it.
Yeah,
Actually, that's my
that was
actual
the worst one.
and that's my actual wife in real life.
He was standing there.
Yeah.
he looked visibly upset. I was
Yeah.
like, "This isn't acting.
Dude was
This
not
isn't
acting. Dude was freaking going through it. But one love interest that they did mention was Cindy Moon.
Who's that?
She in the comics plays Silk.
Does she really?
Yeah.
When was she mentioned?
In the scene when he was talking to Bruce Banner, when
Okay.
he was sitting in on his class, there was
The
a
girl.
student, who was like talking, and then he mentioned, he's like, "Good, Cindy." And Cindy in the comics is usually portrayed, I think she actually always is portrayed by an Asian person. And this
Oh.
person was Cindy, and she was Asian, and she is also very smart. So I was like, that's her.
Here's the thing, though, that Marvel can do. They can keep doing these nods at people. Like, let's potentially, that was Cindy.
Yeah.
That could end up being Silk. That was Gwen Stacy in the elevator. All
Mm-hmm.
this stuff, right? They don't have to do anything with it because of the whole multiverse thing.
Yeah.
In this universe, the 616, it's 616, right?
Yeah.
In the 616, they just don't become heroes.
Yeah,
And in the other universes, they do. You know, they have that liberty now that the multiverse is in.
That's true.
I did a whole Endgame. There's a whole series on YouTube that I've been watching of everything that after Endgame before Brand New Day, basically. And there's so much in there that I was like, oh my God, I'm happy I missed some of these movies. But also, like, I already have a theory on what's gonna how Doomsday is gonna work, and I'm like not happy about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Doomsday is going to be not the best. I'm not having high expectations for it. Secret Wars, on the other hand, I'm expecting a lot.
If they fuck up on Secret Wars, I'm gonna call the whole thing a fucking failure.
If they screw up on Secret Wars, you won't see me the next day because I'm not going to be part of this Earth anymore.
I will fall into Thanos' plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, this is one less mouth that gets to get fed, I guess. I don't know.
That's a weird way to say it.
Yeah, it is.
This is one less mouth to feed.
Point is, I'm not gonna be around.
Okay, well, do you have any actual theories? Because minus the plot, obviously, because I think we have a general idea of where the plot's going.
Yeah.
Of how it starts and all that stuff. Do you have any ideas of which Spider-Man we're gonna get in Doomsday?
Doomsday, I have an idea because at the end of this movie, we see an after credit scene, and there's a Spider-Man that's not on the Earth. He's somewhere out there, right? Because his signal beeps. And I think it's either Toby or Andrew's Spider-Man. I'm leaning more towards Toby.
Okay, two things. One, for sure, it's gonna be Toby's Spider-Man. That the other Spider-Man we see in the movies is gonna be Toby's. It's basically confirmed because in the
Okay.
new Marvel logo, it's Tobey Maguire in the Iron Spider suit.
Is he?
He's in there.
No, he's not. You're lying.
I'm not lying.
I would have seen this.
I thought I sent it to you.
I don't think so.
That's I saw it and I was like, that's Toby.
In the official
Like
thing
the
that came
Marvel
out?
logo opening thing. Look, you know that Marvel logo that opens up at the beginning of the movies?
Yeah.
It's Toby in the Iron Spider suit.
I need to look this up.
I know. Now I'm doubting myself. Am I wrong?
Dude, you're freaking lying.
Am I lying?
Yeah,
Am I
you've
lying
got to
live on the
be. I
pod?
would have seen this. I'm the biggest nerd on the planet Earth.
Yeah, and the rumor's huge. Everyone is claiming that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will wear an upgraded Iron Spider suit in the upcoming film, Doomsday.
Wait, is this real?
Yeah. that
What?
thing.
Why haven't I seen more about this? This iron suit looks way too close to Tom Holland's though.
It does, but it's supposedly upgraded. I mean, I could be wrong. Okay, whether it's AI or not, the rumor has been out there for a long time that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will be back, and it will be he'll be in the Iron Spider suit. Here's the problem I have with that. I don't know how we get there. Like, I don't know how they're gonna say that Tobey got the Iron Spider suit.
I have a theory.
You do?
Yeah, I actually have a theory about this. Okay.
Wait, before you get to your theory, the whole end credits, I don't think you're right.
Why?
I think that this is what I told Alex off pod. I think that the end credits are actually post Doomsday, right before Secret Wars, when they make Battle World.
Yeah.
I think it's showing that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is going to be the one that gets transported into Battle World.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
I personally think. So I think that they're just teasing after after Doomsday.
Gotcha. Okay, because my theory is more of like the more in the line of, because I remember in one of the movies there is a scene where the Fantastic Four are heading towards Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was at the end of the new Avengers, and I have a theory that in that ship it's either Toby or Andrew's Spider-Man.
You think he's in there?
Yeah. That's my thing. But the other one that I have about Toby, right? So we know that he was able to cure the villains that he had, right? He was able to cure the Green Goblin. He was able to cure Dr. Octavius and keep
I'd like
them
to
alive.
correct you right there, Alex. Actually, it was Tom Holland Spider-Man that basically made up the cures. But go off, Queen.
They all worked together in a lab.
Sure.
Yes.
You just can't.
Toby even said that he fixed his because he's already been trying to work on one for a while.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
dude.
you.
I know that movie.
This is the only time you can out-nerd me. Fuck you.
And so I have like the theory that they get sent back to their world, right?
Okay.
And because of all of the timeline stuff that's been happening with Loki and stuff, I think that Doomsday at a certain point has already gotten to Loki, and through something, I don't know how, but like I think he ends up finding out about the multiverse and stuff, and then. Okay, this theory is actually insane. Okay,
Go for it.
There is one theory.
I want to hear this so bad.
There is one theory that believes that Doom is after a big source of energy, right? And that is also why we see in the trailer that they're trying to talk to the Wakandans and then also the Atlantean people, right? Because they have an artificial sun.
Yes.
So they have an artificial sun. That thing probably makes so much energy, so he wants that because he needs like a certain amount of power for whatever plan he wants to accomplish. So who else has a sun? Dr. Octavius. The sun in the palm of his hand. Yeah. So I think that he gets sent back to his world and Dr. Doom just happens to be there. He's going to be like, hey, what's up, y'all? Basically. And they're going to be like, who the hell are you? And then they're going to fight. In my world, Toby's Spider-Man teams up with the Green Goblin, teams up with Dr. Octavius, and they battle against Dr. Doom to try to protect the sun.
Well, yeah, because I can believe that because Dr. Octavius goes back as a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Green Goblin.
He's healed.
You would call that healed at the end of No Way Home?
No, because at the very end, he injects him. Then that's what stops him.
Didn't they inject him earlier too and it didn't really work? Or
The first one, it didn't work. Then they did it again.
I just feel like the Green Goblin, whatever it is in him, is so strong. You got to kind of keep up with the shots. It's almost like a flu shot. You got to get one every year or else you're fucked.
You know what? Yeah. True,
I don't know
probably.
how much. I want to believe that.
But if they go away instantly, he still has it in his system. Maybe at some point you'll turn or whatever. But then, yeah.
Okay. I would love that because it would put an end to all three of those characters finally.
Yeah, because Doom will kill them.
Doom will kill all of them.
And then that's
I don't
when
mind
we're
that.
all like, oh my God, he just killed Toby. Oh my God, he just killed Toby.
Well,
we hate this guy so much right now.
Well, that's what the Russo brothers keep saying. Like, there's no, it might not be a happy ending. There's gonna be a lot of shocks about like who's gonna actually live and who's gonna die. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw something about how like it's gonna be a lot of death in this movie.
Yeah,
like a lot. Basically, they're gonna put an end to a lot of these legacy characters to basically set up the next generation of mutants.
Yeah,
Miles Morales in the future, obviously. Yeah. Like, there's gonna be a lot of death in these movies.
Yeah. So did my idea cook or what?
It cooked, and I would love if that's like the opening scene of the movie.
Yeah,
I could see that
Because then, like, we finally get that chapter closed. Where it's just like, okay, that story's done. God, it fucking sucked for everybody, but it's still, it would lead to us hating Doom more. Because right now, we don't even know, like, what Doom is actually about. There's even, like, a theory right now that, like, in Doomsday, they are working with him. Like, that's a theory that's been out there, too.
You want to hear my theory?
Sure.
It's basically true at this point.
Okay.
You know, basically, because I, as a non-Marvel nerd, and just basically looked at a bunch of YouTube videos, you know, I know everything now. So my theory is for sure that it's going to be Captain America's fault that the whole timelines get fucked.
Okay.
That's for sure. He fucked it up, being selfish. And I think it's going to be beautiful and ironic as basically the cleanest hero in the entire MCU is the one that ends up fucking everything up.
Yeah. Okay.
Then you're right. Doom's going to be all like, hey, something's going on with the parallel universes and all this stuff. But then as they're all doing their stuff, you know, they're all like, well, what do you think is going on? And then boom, a giant Earth is coming down to the ground from a different universe.
Okay.
They gotta, my theory is that it's the X-Men universe that's gonna be the hostile one.
Ooh.
They're gonna be the hostile ones that have to make the choice of defending your Earth or the other Earth that's coming into your universe, and they're gonna be the ones who end up killing basically all these Earths at the beginning.
Yeah.
Before each one of the universes has to come together at some point, because it's on the maps in the trailer how there's 3 separate Earths coming together, and it's like, there it is. That's the proof right there.
Yeah.
Right. So there's something there, but then like I know for a fact at some point they're gonna realize that Doctor Doom the entire time has been put up front.
Yeah.
And he's already doing something else, you know, because in the trailer he gets something. He gets some kind of magical power, or infinite power. I forgot in the comics who he kills alongside the atomizer guy, but he kills those guys. I forgot who they are. They're like basically gods.
I don't know anything about Doom, to be honest.
Okay, well he's gonna kill like these basically god people. It's not the Eternals. I forgot who it is. Sentinels?
Sentinels are the created. No, wait. Which one are the Sentinels?
Aren't they?
No, the Sentinels are the ones that hunt the X-Men.
That's the one that hunts the X-Men. Damn it. Okay. Oh, he kills. He ends up basically getting all the power of basically the universe and gods, and somehow that's why I think at the end he's gonna stop Stormbreaker with 2 fingers. You know.
Yeah.
Just like we saw in the trailer.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much my theory. That it's basically what you said.
It's
basically you said, but like in different words.
Yeah.
But I do think that the Doom that we see, everyone's thinking like, is the Doom that we saw at the end of Fantastic Four the same Doom with Robert Downey Jr.?
I think it was pointed out that like that's actually RDJ in that shot.
It is.
Yeah, it was like it was confirmed. But then at the same time, I'm like, that's so stupid because you probably had to pay him millions of dollars to be in it when you don't even see his face. You could have picked some random guy.
100%.
Yeah,
but I think it is for sure him coming to the Fantastic Four for help.
Ooh,
setting up Doomsday, where he pretends that they all need help.
Yeah.
Oh, and also my theory is that he's the one who ends up killing. I think Loki dies. I think he ends up killing. I think he ends up finishing off Loki, and that's why the universes he can't, because the whole thing about
hold them all together.
He can't hold them all together anymore. He's the tree of life at that point, right? So he's gonna end up killing Loki to set off this whole thing.
Well, also I do know that like from like the comics and stuff, I think he wants Franklin's powers.
Who's Franklin?
Franklin is the child.
The baby.
Yeah.
He might kill the baby in this movie.
Like, I think that's also part of why he needs a massive energy source to get like his energy somehow.
Dude, he might end up killing a baby in this movie.
Yeah, he might. And
dude, that'd be insane.
Yeah, but there's also like the theory to go back on the Steve thing where it might be his whole fault. There is a theory out there that because of the fact that he went back, because I think he went back like in the 40s, right?
Yes, he goes back to the 40s, basically when
have like his own happily ever after.
Yeah, apparently his happily ever after is when black people didn't have rights. Apparently,
there's a theory that his decision to do that actually births the Fantastic Four universe.
You think that's what? Oh,
because they take place in the 60s and it's like a little bit after that. So it's like there's a theory that because of his choice to do that, it leads to the Fantastic Four universe being created, and then that's also like the world where Doom is in.
Oh.
So it's like Captain America should never get a happy ending, apparently.
Yeah, apparently not.
Yeah.
But it also fucks up Doom's universe somehow.
Yeah.
Wait, no. It creates a Fantastic Four universe that Doom's in.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's what happens.
Okay.
I think what happens is that we're fucking nerding out.
Yeah, we're nerding out. We're about to
By Steve Rogers going back to the 40s and basically creating a new pipeline of a new multiverse, he creates a whole new timeline. That new timeline fucks up Doom's original universe. I don't think Doom is from any of the 3 original universes. I think he's not. I think he's at a different universe where maybe they're ahead in time, and he sees what happens when all the multiverses collapse on each other, and he's the only one who basically survives it, but he managed it, and he has to go back to all these other universes. He's not going back in time. He's going through universes to basically take justice on what he thinks Steve Rogers did.
I could see that too, because then it's like he probably lost a lot of like his family and like that incursion or whatever that happened, because that is like what happens. Like when you mess with time, there's an incursion that happens that basically kills your entire world. What if he was a victim of something like that, and then he just like, well, if I can't have a world, y'all can't either. Or they're gonna like go to like all of them and be like, you guys mess up all the time. You guys can't stop ruining timelines. You guys are creating this. You guys are going back to do that. Blah, blah, blah. You know? It's like, just let things be.
You ruined fajita night for me.
Yeah.
No.
She died on Taco Tuesday. My wife.
That's the theory too. That the new poster for Doomsday, that's his wife and his kid.
I didn't even see like the new poster for Doomsday.
It was at the theater. It's him basically praying, almost like looking at an altar kind of thing. It looks really like religious.
Oh yes.
The theory is that lady and that baby or that child that they're holding is Doom's original family from his original universe.
Wow.
Yeah. No. Okay. I figured out my theory. Sorry. I needed to find. It wasn't the Eternals or the Sentinels.
Okay.
Okay. The Beyonders.
Ooh, okay. So I have heard this term, but I don't know who they are.
Me neither, and I don't care. But they're godlike figures.
Okay.
The point is, I think that in the comics, he needs Molecule Man to basically get all their power, and then he basically enslaves Molecule Man so that he always that's how he becomes Emperor Doom. Point is, though, I think the baby's gonna act as Molecule Man in this movie, and where he's gonna use the baby and unfortunately, I guess, enslave the baby. To get drained. I don't know if it's the Beyonders in this movie or. The Kings are dead, right? There's nothing to do with the Kings.
What they're gonna do with them. There are people that believe that they're all gonna die because Doom is gonna kill them to just show like, oh, he's a big guy. He's so strong. You know, it's similar to when Thanos showed up and beat the hell out of Hulk.
Yeah,
it was basically just to show, oh, he's strong. You know?
No, you know what they need to do? Mm-hmm. He needs to go to a multiverse and do the iconic Dooms versus Thanos fight.
Oh, and where he just basically that's not even a fight. He blasts him to oblivion.
Oh, dude, if I could see that in the movie, you have no idea how hyped I would be. If
he just grabs him and then just blows him to oblivion and his skeleton is just there.
I would do I'm not even joking. At that point, I might get that printed out and framed in my house.
Dude, in theaters, I'm gonna need a splash zone.
Oh,
yeah,
buddy. That's my theory, though. I really do think they're gonna follow the comics pretty closely.
Yeah,
I do think that instead of Molecule Man, you're gonna use the baby Franklin as like this eternal power. I don't even know what the Molecule Man actually did. It was like a
power source,
not a power source himself, but he harnessed it somehow, which also gave me an idea of like, was Molecule Man the strongest MCU character at that time? Then
probably,
yeah, right.
Harness all that power.
It was just one of those guys you don't care about, though.
Yeah, because it's just like Molecule Man, like get a life,
get a fucking life, you fucking tool.
Yeah. Find a job.
Oh, I'm kind of hyped though.
Yeah, same.
And then last thing, Avengers Endgame comes out again.
Yeah, and then have an extended cut or whatever.
Extended cut that sets up Doomsday apparently.
Yeah, because from what they're saying that like Endgame is going to go right into Doomsday. So basically, everything that we have seen in the last like 8 years is going to be thrown out the window.
Shut
almost.
the fuck up! Yeah. Are you kidding me?
There is like a thing that like all of the things that we have seen might not be making the cut for the future.
Wait. That's so. That's like that is throwing my brain for such a loop because I understand that it's gonna be a thing where it's like, oh, multiverse. Technically, you're watching Endgame leads straight to Doomsday.
Yeah,
technically.
Yeah,
but all these other universes were experiencing these things. That's what you were watching the whole time. The whole time you were watching other multiverses. Now we're back to the main pipeline, which is Doom coming. Whatever.
I could see that, or they're gonna go like the new DC route where. Certain things, like for example, Blue Beetle is also going to be. I think he's going to make a comeback in Superman: Man of Tomorrow.
No,
but
I don't want him.
But why you don't like Blue Beetle?
I like the cartoon. I didn't like him.
You didn't like the movie?
I haven't seen it.
Dude, the movie was so good.
Okay, I'll watch
I
it.
cried.
Never mind.
So back when Snyder was running the whole show, there are certain characters that he had during that time, right?
Yeah.
So the new theory, or like not theory, the new way that the DC is going to do things is if they bring back one of the characters from that timeline, they're just going to only bring back the character, and if they mention something else from that movie, that new thing is canon.
Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't mean
Whoa.
that everything from that movie is canon. Only the things that they mention with that character is canon now.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
That's really, I kind of like that.
It's a little complicated if you like don't know what they're doing, but
But that makes it easier to
Yeah.
understand too. I don't have to watch the whole movie now.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. You get a synopsis.
yeah. But you still should because it's really good.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Wait, quick question.
Huh.
Does America Chavez have anything to do with the movies anymore?
Dude, she showed up once.
Yeah.
She showed up once,
In,
yeah.
in Doctor Strange's second movie, Multiverse of Madness or something?
Multiverse of Madness. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened? Are we done with her?
I don't know.
Dude, she
I don't
grew
know.
up. She
Yeah.
straight up grew up between the first movie and now. She's like a whole different person.
Like in the beginning, she was a teen, and now she's like 30. It's like
Dude,
what?
I even enjoy it. I think she's like in her early 20s now.
Yeah. Wait, early. I think probably like mid around there.
No, it hasn't been that long.
It's been a while.
Oh, shit. Are you kidding me though? Like, she was kind of a cool character.
She was a cool character.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on the whole like making her a big part of the next like series, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of feel like we're left out without knowing what her power was. So OP.
You know what? They might bring her back for Doomsday.
They have to, right?
Because if there's 3 Earths, her power is basically you can jump from dimension to dimension.
Right.
There's no way that they're going to travel Earths to have like conversations with people. She'll probably help them jump from Earth to Earth.
Here's my. Oh, what if she's the? Oh my God, this plays into my
She's
theory now.
Molecule Man?
She's the one. Oh my God, she's the one missing from the trailer, and I can tell you why.
Why?
Setting up a TikTok clip.
Okay.
No, because she's the one that's supposed to be on that ship with them, and that's those screens that show all the Earths coming together. How are they going to get to the other Earths and all that stuff? Because technically, you can see them, but they're still technically in another universe. You know, it's just what if she's the one that helps 616 universe get to like the X-Men universe
Yeah, I can see that.
instead of like Spider-Man. I mean, it sucks, but like that's not Spider-Man. But like that makes more sense.
It makes more sense because you can actually like not time jump, but world jump.
We just
Otherwise, how are these people gonna meet up? It's not like they're all gonna be like, okay, we're all gonna like hang out in Puerto Rico.
It's also not like just because the Earths are coming together that like you can just jump off your Earth onto theirs.
Yeah.
That would still take a while.
Yeah, exactly. Like, true. So she might actually be like a big heavy hitter when this
We
movie
might
comes
finally
out.
get her back.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking sick.
And hopefully now she's able to like harness her power more. Because before she was kind of struggling.
Yeah,
but, like,
she was
There
struggling.
has been so much time in between. She should be able to figure it out.
Simu might have facial hair now. That's how long it's been.
Yeah.
All right, last thing, completely off topic because we went over again.
By a lot.
Batman Part 2,
Uh-huh.
potentially The Court of Owls. High potentially. High potentially.
What are they even... Have they come out with something about that? We will talk about that some other time because I still want to like low-key talk about Spider-Man.
Okay.
Because like yeah.
What you guys say?
Okay, so how did you feel about Peter Parker and the Punisher's dynamic?
Oh my God, if I get to have more Punisher and Spider-Man,
Yeah.
I would love it. If they just randomly come out with a movie just says Spider-Man and the Punisher Adventures,
Yeah.
fuck, I'm in.
Dude, I was so stoked until he shot him.
That was fucking hilarious.
That was the worst. Also, after the movie ended, I'm like, I should have seen this coming. He's the one who kills him in the Ultimate Universe. I got that one wrong. He's actually not the one who kills him, but he does shoot him.
Oh.
He snipes him from far away, and then because of that gunshot wound, he later fights the Green Goblin, and the Green Goblin kills him because he can't do as much because he got shot by the Punisher.
Wait, you're right. I just realized something. Spidey's injured.
Yeah.
No one really picked up on that. Like, Spidey's not just like, he's okay now. He's in, like, we've seen him take bullets before, I think.
Yeah.
We've never seen this. Like, it looks like a spinal kind of thing.
Like, he got shot bad.
This might be the end of Tom Holland Spider-Man then. Like, towards the end of it.
You sound like the guy from from Spider-Man 3. He's like, this could be the end of Spider-Man.
Fuck yeah. Wait, but this could mean that it follows the comics a little bit in that case. He might die.
I think he's gonna die for sure. Like that's gonna happen
That
eventually.
sucks.
Yeah.
With
That's
the one Spider-Man we finally get a full story on actually ends up dying. I guess
Well,
this is
that makes sense.
I was gonna say,
We saw his whole story play out.
I was gonna yeah. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is like Captain America got to live out his life, you know, and then still be her. But I think most of the comics doesn't Spider-Man in one way or another die.
Yeah.
He
that's
kind of usually
how
dies.
Miles comes about, unless you're talking about the 616, because then he never actually dies.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
always will come back, but that's just a thing that they always do.
No, but the whole point is that Miles Morales is set to come out after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this kind of makes sense. Spider-Man dies in Secret Wars. I don't think it's that far off.
No, yeah, I don't think that's far off. I think he probably dies in Secret
survives
Wars.
too many more. No, wait, I'm wrong because there's another movie set for Spider-Man. I think that will set up Miles Morales after Secret Wars. I think the Marvel pipeline thing, the Phase 5 thing, has one more Spider-Man movie in it.
What if that is Miles' movie?
I think the rumored title is Spider-Man Darkest Days, and I think that's racist if it's Miles' movie.
That's the truth, yeah. That would be really, really racist.
That'd be really fucked up.
Oh, but dude, the part when Jean Grey was keeping him alive. Oh my god, that's so good. In the hospital bed.
Wait, what do you... That's how he
lived. She kept him alive.
I didn't catch that. How'd you catch that?
Because you could see her breathing a certain way. Because he had like the mask thing over his face to try to give him air, and he was obviously struggling. And then like you see her being just like,
oh, and then when he finally got conscious,
and
she's
then
like, she let go.
Yeah, yeah, dude, she kept him alive.
Yeah, because she knows she fucked him up, dude. The whole movie, she was a bad person as Peter. Also, if I knew we were doing a brand new day episode, I would have brought in my Spider-Man kill count, dude. At the beginning of the movie, he straight up kills a father of 4.
Who did?
Spider-Man.
He did?
Yeah, dude, when he's like doing that chase in the city with Punisher, there's a whole part where he turns that bus into like 90 degrees, or it wasn't a bus, but whatever it was, he turns it like 90 degrees. I'm 90% sure I saw a car get hit, and I'm like, that was a family of 4. There's no way he survived that tank engine fucking thing. He also killed that fucking... at the very least, he made that officer, when he got mad, a paraplegic.
Oh, dude, she got injured bad. That was bad, dude. That was a bad one. But also, I don't think I could see like a world where like Jean Grey doesn't really get like punished in some way. Because, dude, we saw a moment where she took over some guy's body and jumped into traffic. Onto oncoming traffic.
You're right.
He just got directly hit. He's not alive. There's no shot. Dude,
Okay. For leftover files, your job, because we're gonna do episode 100, Cuckoldry.
Yeah.
Episode 101, you got to do a kill count on the Marvel movies.
Oh, hell no. That'd be too many, dude. So many people die in those.
No, but not even like superheroes, just straight up civilians.
Dude, that's gotta be high. Like, dude, they dropped the whole like state on the planet at a certain point.
I think it'd be
The whole
so
city
funny.
fell on. Dude, I'm not gonna do.
We need to prove that Doom is right before Doomsday.
We don't even know what his objective is. If he's
You
right
said
about
it, dude. You guys have been fucking up on Taco Tuesdays. Now
Yeah.
I can't have dinner with my wife.
Yeah. But no, I don't think that Jean Grey can actually come back from this, because there was even like that scene where like she threw MJ over the as MJ, she threw her over the roof.
Dude, that wasn't even the worst
jumped-
thing.
she
She
jumped off a
kissed
building.
Peter as MJ.
She jumped off a building, dude. We almost saw the Gwen Stacy thing happen all
I
over
really
again.
thought that was gonna happen. I really thought.
I almost audibly like yelled out no, and the only reason why I caught myself was because I knew that you guys were there and would have roasted my ass.
This whole episode would have been like top 10 times you embarrassed yourself at the theater.
Alex, he yelled out no, and it was really, really awkward.
And I recorded it.
yeah.
That'd be fucked.
But no, I definitely think that this also will set up a world where we get the Avengers versus the X-Men, because at the end of the movie, Jean Grey goes off on a bus and she basically travels to Upper New York.
Yeah.
Where in comic book world, that's where X-Men Mansion is.
Yes.
And so I think that at a certain point, the Avengers are going to be like, hey, yo, Jean, you did like this crazy stuff. Like, you held basically a massive portion of the city hostage.
You did.
You killed a bunch of people.
Yep, I
You
did.
need to be held accountable for the actions that you did.
But my sister was in trouble.
Yeah, and then the X-Men people are going to be like, you can't take her in because we know that what she did was wrong. We know that she needs to answer for it, but she's just a kid, blah, blah. Just let us take her under our, authority, and we'll figure something out. And then I feel like the Avengers are going to be like, oh, hell no. Like, the fuck? Like, we're gonna take her in, and we need to like blah blah blah. You know?
Oh, so it's just another civil war.
Yeah, exactly. And then at the center of it is gonna be Peter, because he's gonna be like, no. She's great. She talked to my Aunt May in my head, and everyone is gonna be like, "Excuse me, what?"
What did the child say?
Yeah.
I can't speak baby.
Yeah, and then at the same time, I think that the Avengers aren't gonna fuck with Spider-Man because he's on their side a little bit, just like,
Yeah, 100%.
but then the X-Men are gonna hate Spider-Man because he created the inhibitor chip. So again, Spider-Man's unhappy and alone.
I think Spider-Man really dying isn't a bad thing then for him. I think it might be the best. Might be eternal bliss for him to finally get relieved of all these problems.
Yes.
He didn't ask for this. He didn't want this. He might want to pull a what do you call it? A Deadpool and just be like, "Fuck y'all!
Yeah.
I'm going fourth dimension, world bending. I'm
Yeah.
doing my own thing. I'm killing.
I'm killing now.
I'm killing now."
Oh.
I'm actually excited
Yeah.
for Doomsday, regardless if it's bad or not.
Yeah.
I'm actually very excited.
Same. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Let us know down in the comments below. What do you guys actually think? What can possibly be the extended scene at Endgame?
Yeah.
Will it be at the end of the movie? Will it be extra scenes in the middle? Will it be weirdly added scenes where Bruce Banner is a little bit more hairy for some reason in this scene, but he wasn't in that scene and it's all weird now? Is it going to be one of those, you know? What actually could set up Doomsday?
I think it's gonna be Loki and Chris Evans, like that scene playing out.
I think, yeah, I would be very disappointed if the only thing we get is just seeing the multiverse like twitch a little bit or Loki struggling a little bit, because we can clearly see it's because of Steve Rogers staying in his universe.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be something like that, but it's gonna be longer, of course. 'Cause I think like from what I've been seeing, it's like a 12-minute scene. Which honestly, are you gonna go see like a whole movie for a 12-minute scene? I don't
I'll
know.
watch Endgame again.
It's like 3 hours long. It's like 3 hours and like 6 minutes. I want to say something like that.
I'll walk in halfway through the theater. It's not the best. Endgame wasn't the best.
It had the best last like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The like the beginning parts of it, I'm like, I see everything. I see why they did it. I know how it had to happen, blah, blah, blah. But for me, I still think that Infinity War is the superior movie.
100% Infinity War, way better.
Yeah.
Way better. I think it has to do with the not happy ending, obviously. Like the fact that it's like, oh my God, Marvel's doing this, you know?
Yeah.
But like, no, overall,
I was also a fan of just like the different groups coming together for the
Yes.
first time. Like that's what I want. And I know that in Doomsday, we're going to get that all over again because Thor is going to meet everybody and that motherfucker don't know anybody there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Last thing. I think we're going to get a bunch of Thor multiverse alternates. We're going to get a lot of them.
Finally get that one guy with the horse head.
We might, because the whole thing about Doom being in Battle World, his security is Thor alternates.
Oh, yeah, they are, huh?
Yeah.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah. I think we're going to get a bunch of funny Thors.
Dude, that'd be... Oh, I bet his brothers are going to be in it.
You think so?
As Thors.
That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah.
Not even like a Marvel thing. I just think that's cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of like a cool Easter egg thing. Or it'd be like, oh, his brothers are in it, like that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Well, let us know down below. What are your theories for Doomsday? Who dies? Who lives? And more importantly, who's in it?
Yeah.
Who's actually in Doomsday?
Because this isn't everybody, for sure.
No. But Secret Wars?
Yeah.
I'm nervous. I gotta see Doomsday before I make any predictions for Secret
sure.
Wars. But let us know down below. Follow us at LFTBRSPOD on TikTok. And more importantly, leave us a like, subscribe, comment below, all that good stuff. So the algorithm loves us and you love us.
Yeah.
This will likely go viral, obviously, guys. So you better be here before everybody else.
Yeah, if you're not here before everybody else, then you can't be that one guy on their stories and be like, I love them before they were big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were already big before we started.
Yeah, I'm big right now. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is James.
And this has been Alex.
And let us know down below your theories. Bye-bye.
Leftovers, 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 leftovers.
Bye, Uncle Ben.